Saturday afternoon started out a bit shaky after morning showers and then another mid-afternoon shower that would cancel much of the racing across the region, but not at Oswego Speedway. Committed to getting races in, race teams, fans, officials took to the speedway, got the pit area and the racing surface dry, and before long, it was time for hot laps at the Steel Palace. AJ Burness and Mark Castiglia would bring the Pathfinder Bank SPS feature to green on RJ Caruso Tax Accounting and Thunder Road Bar and Grill night at the races. And right from the drop of the green flag, it was the Lighthouse Lanes number 69 of Castiglia, using the outside lane out of corner number 2 to jump into the early race lead ahead of Burness and David LaTulip in the TNT Motorsports number 17 pulling to the high side. The car on the move early was the driver of the team tap out, number 98, Jason Simmons. He started all the way back in position number 8, quickly worked his way through the field as Cameron Rowe follows through as well in the 77. Later on, David LaTulip trying to make an inside move on Burness, tags the inside hub rail. Miraculously, he is able to keep the car going. You get another look at it from here on the inside of corner number 3. The caution would wave. LaTulip would eventually head pit side. Later on, Craig Harris, your new series championship point leader. He was also working his way through the field in the 04 as Simmons works to the low side of Burness for the runner-up spot in the corner number 3. Rowe in the 77 would do the same. A few laps later, Harris in the 04 would follow through as well out of corner number 4, driving the 1-4 racing machine. With Castiglia running away in this one, Simmons about a half straightaway back. The battle was on for positions 3, 4, and 5. And you can see right here, J.J. Andrews and A.J. Burness going at it for position down the front straightaway. They made contact. Burness would hit the outside wall in the 24. Andrews continued on. A.J. was A-OK, but the car would have to be hooked off the speedway as you get another look at it here from the speed shot on the front stretch. Mike Bond, your defending series champion, also had an in-car camera on Saturday night, and you get another look at the incident here out of corner number 4. Andrews would retain his spot, but out in front. Castiglia would lead the field on the restart with 3 laps to go. Simmons, his good friend, would give him everything he could out of corner number 4, but the win would go to Mark Castiglia, his first career SPS Series victory. Rowe came home in 3rd ahead of Harris. Tim Barbeau in the top 5, J.J. Andrews, Mike Bond, Rob Pullen in the top 8 as Castiglia pulls down into Chris Nelson Insurance victory lane. Keith Zare caught up with your feature winner.
It feels awesome. I owe it all to Dan Denny. He's the best in the business.
You had that restart on lap 27. You had a car right underneath you, practically on the back. Did you feel that?
No, I didn't. I was watching the leaderboard and I seen the 98 there, and I knew it was my good old buddy Jason, and I figured we'd have a shootout.
Mark, you've raced up at Evans Mills. We called you Mark Castiglia. We called you Mark Castiglia. Now that you're a winner here, which is it?
Castiglia.
Mark Castiglia, your winner tonight.
The car was great all night. I mean, when we unloaded it with the old tires, we were fastest in practice. I mean, we were fastest second practice. Car was just on a rail. I mean, it's just the best it's been. We just keep getting better every week with this car, and I guess, I don't know how much more better we can get, but I knew we had a great car, and I knew I had, starting, 6th, 7th, I think we started 8th tonight in that feature, and I knew I'd have to get up there as quick as I could, and, we got there and we didn't have nothing for Mark, though.
I'm happy with the 3rd. Would like to have done better. Obviously, everybody wants to win everyone, but you can't, and car was a little loose tonight. We couldn't really make any better headway. We could catch them, but we couldn't do much with them. But I'm happy, car's in one piece. We're going to roll out a hauler tonight. We're going to come back next week and we're going to try again.
With another top 5 finish, Harris now takes the series point lead over Bond. Andrews, Simmons, and Andrew Shartner with a 9th place finish falls from the series point lead all the way back to position number 5. Oswego Speedway, home of the Supermodifieds known as the Steel Palace. Join the Speedway youth movement featuring Dave Danzer, Dan Connors, and Cody Graham as they wield the meanest machine scenes on the planet around the only track you can see it, Oswego Speedway. Saturday, June 16th at 6:30. It's Universal Metalworks Night at the Races. For more information, visit OswegoSpeedway.com. And don't miss the two-wide racing action of the SBS Series. Saturday, June 16th, Oswego Speedway. Kids 16 and under free with paid adults. Saturday night's Novella's Supermodified RJ Caruso Tax Accounting Thunder Road Bar and Grill 50-lap feature event was brought to the green by the driver of the number 50 M. Michael Muldoon and the 21 of Cody Graham, two youngsters right up there in row number 1. And it would be Muldoon early on pulling out into the race lead to the inside in corner number 3. But on lap number 3, a scary accident ensues in corner number 2 as Randy Ritskes and Stephen Joya get together. Dave Gruel, with nowhere to go, makes vicious contact with the outside turn 2 wall, careens back across and rips the fuel cell open on the 50 machine. A methanol burning fire quickly ensues. Gruel has to jump out of his machine, quickly rolls to the ground as Tim Snyder climbs out of the 0 car to rush to the aid of Randy Ritskes in the 88 machine. Ritskes able to climb out finally with the aid of Snyder as the Oswego Speedway safety crew quickly works to knock down the blaze in just a matter of seconds. As once again, the Oswego Speedway proves that they have the best safety crew in short track racing as they knock down this blaze, which at many other speedways could have been much, much worse. You get another look at it. Ritskes caught the inside hub rail, came back across. Gruel would actually climb the right rear wheel of Michael Barnes, sending him into the outside wall. You can see the fire ignited when the 50 machine rolled backwards and the header actually touched the fuel on the ground. As Gruel climbs out, stops, drops, and rolls to put out any flames that may have been engulfed on himself, as once again the safety crew goes at it and puts out yet another blaze here at the Steel Palace. The 50 machine obviously sustained quite a bit of damage. The Ritskes number 88 as well. Joe Gosick, Pat Lavery, and Snyder were all involved. They continued on. Clearly, Gruel and Ritskes were done for the night. When the race got back to green, Danny Connors in the Big M, car number 01, he pulled to the outside of Tim Devendorf in car number 5 to move into position number 3. That showed the open lane for the 52 of Dave Danzer as well, as the youth movement was in full swing on this night with Muldoon, Graham, Connors, and Danzer leading the way out in front. Connors now tries the high sign on Graham. That leaves the bottom side open for Danzer. The 52 machine slides underneath to move to position number 3. Later on, Cody Graham, he would try the high sign on Muldoon on the restart. And that again leaves the door open on the low side as Danzer and Connors able to stream their way underneath Graham to positions number 2 and 3, down the back straightaway and into corner number 3. And just a couple laps later, lap number 20, Muldoon this time leaves the low side open. Danzer slings past. Connors waves his way by as well. The 52 and the 01 now out in front in this one. And Danzer would quickly check away further back through the field. Joey Payne and Otto Sitterly working their way from deep into positions 4 and 5 as Michael Muldoon, his tremendous run, comes to a close as he spins to a stop on the outside of corner number 4. After a later restart in this one, Dave Danzer nearly handed it over to Connors. He gets loose out of corner number 4, leaves the high side open for the 01 machine, but Danzer too tough on the bottom side out of corner number 2. He pulls back into the race lead, and he would lead the rest of this one, pulling on to his second career Novella's Supermodified feature win. Danzer crosses the line in front. Connors in second, Graham in third, Joey Payne and Otto Sitterly would round out the top 5. Danzer had a rough start to the season, but he's been charging as of late.
This one we came from the back. This one means a little bit more. I mean, my crew works hard. I like to thank everybody that really helps us out. Hawk Chassis, Premier Landscaping, Ferdy's, Manny's Recycle, Eager One, Port City, Bridge Street, Doug's Barbershop, Russ Marsden. Those awesome horsepower. The car just really struggles on restarts. I don't know why. We still haven't figured it out why, but after about 3 or 4 laps, the car just stagger kicks in, it comes right back to me. I think by the end of the year, I think we might have a couple. That's what we're shooting for, and we're slowly crawling our way back into the championship. That's what we need. We just need good, consistent runs, and hope it'll pay off.
It was a lot of fun out there. The car started going away on us, but we kept it in there, and Dave ran a great race. You know, he couldn't have done any better, and we just didn't have enough for him. And yeah, thanks again to all my sponsors. You know, and I definitely got to thank Doug Holmes. He got us here last week and this week. If it wasn't for him, we probably wouldn't even be here. I don't know. All I can do is hope. But, you know, got to hope for the best finish. And these past few weeks have been really good, and hopefully we can keep improving.
It was good. It was the weirdest thing. In 1 and 2, I was extremely tight, and 3 and 4, I was sideways. So it was a learning curve. I've never had that before. But on that restart, I tried to get around Mike. I showed him a look, and that's where those two got me. But hats off to them. They did a great job, and I gave it all I could.
With another 5th place finish, Otto Sitterly remains the Novella Supermodified Series point leader over Pat Lavery. Joey Payne, Dave Danzer now up into position number 4. Dave Gruel falls from the runner-up spot back to position number 5.
Ready for a night out on the town? Tonight, try something different. Lighthouse Lanes in Oswego, a family-friendly recreational facility. You won't miss a minute of the action. You can enjoy wings, burgers, pizza, and more right at your laneside table. Stop by for an evening of cosmic bowling. Catch all of your favorite games on our big screen TVs. Plan your next party. We have room for up to 150 people. It's family-friendly fun for all ages. Lighthouse Lanes in Oswego, Route 104, next to the Speedway.
This Saturday night at Oswego Speedway, Universal Metalworks brings you Driver Autograph Night, which of course was rained out from last Saturday night. The evening will also feature a 50-lap Novella Supermodified feature event and a 30-lap Pathfinder Bank SBS Series main. Grandstand gates open at 4 o'clock. The first green flag scheduled for 6:30. The driver autograph session will go off between hot laps and racing at approximately 5:30 p.m.